right, so here we go. Bringing your hands together at your heart center in Anjali Mudra. Feeling gratitude for being alive, for your breath, for your heart that beats for you. And really dropping into your body, setting an intention for your practice today. To find that perfect balance. That balance in our time of duality, of yin and yang, of dark and light, of contraction and expansion. So I invite you to pay attention to tension and notice, what is it that's bothering you? What's coming up for you? And where do you feel that in your body? Setting that intention to be aware as we drop down into our body temples. Joining me in an opening prayer or a prayer of your own. Divine and precious Spirit, Mother Earth, Heavenly Father, great masters, saints of all religions, guardian angels, ancestors, guides, and mentors, we humbly bow before and we honor the mighty source of all that is right and good. Allow us to strengthen our expression in infinite power, releasing the darkness of disease and forever holding to the light. As we open to bless every cell of our body, allow that vitality to dance within us. As we affirm, I am well, I am strong, I am a flowing river of boundless power and energy. And so it is. Om peace, amen. Taking a nice deep inhalation through the nose, and as you exhale, feel the mind settling down into the body. A union, a balance. Taking a nice deep inhalation through the nose, sipping up from the tailbone, feel that energy go up the spine and all the way up to the mind, inhaling as much oxygen as you can. And as you gently exhale, feel a wave of relaxation, releasing the mind, the shoulders, the heart, the belly, and grounding down into the sit bones, really growing roots down into the core of Mother Earth. So that as you inhale, you're sipping up through those roots, bringing that vitality up the body, up the spine, and up to the mind. As much as you can inhale, gently suspend the breath and soften the body, and then exhale. Feel your spirit opening. Feel every cell in your body opening to create balance. Some of your cells are releasing toxins and tension, and some of your cells are absorbing the oxygen and the nutrients. Be amazed at how your body creates balance for you. It knows exactly what to keep and exactly what to get rid of. And as we feel that balance within our body temples, may it bring us the clarity of our minds, to see clearly, to know exactly what is ours to do and what is not ours to do. We'll bring our hands into a flow mudra by bringing the pinkies into the palm and then letting the thumb wrap around the pinky, keeping the 3 fingers together, creating a union. This flow creates a union in both of the kidneys. So you can take and turn the palms up if you're wanting to release some tension, some toxins, some energy, or you can take and turn the palms down if you just want to ground down into where you are right here, right now in this space. Now, if we're striving for that perfect yin and yang balance, take and turn the left hand up, open for receiving, and the right hand down, grounded, balanced. Really honoring that balance, that union of how much do we receive in and nurture ourselves in relation to how much do we give out, sharing with others. Remembering that it is only when our vessels are completely filled up can that love radiate down in and out into the world. Bring your breath awareness down into your tailbone, the root chakra. Taking a nice deep inhalation at the base of the spine, silently affirm, I am safe. I am grounded, safe and secure within myself. I accept what is. And as you're exhaling, feel an opening into the safety and the security of your structure, your form. Inhale, sipping up from the roots of the earth, up into your core, up into that root chakra. Feel the red flame. I want you to inhale all the way up to the crown of the head, and then gently lift the pelvic floor like you're stopping your urination. Squeeze and tense the muscles. Hold the breath, hold the gentle lift, and then exhale, release the squeeze, release the gentle lift, and allow the body to relax. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, lifting, create that Mula Bandha, a gentle lift. Hold and soften the body. And then exhale, release the breath, release the lift. And now this last time, I want you to really internalize it and not move an external muscle. Just use your internal gentle squeeze. Here we go. Inhale to your full capacity. At the end of that inhalation, apply a gentle Mula Bandha, a lift of the pelvic floor. Hold it for a second and soften. And then exhale, releasing the breath from the head, the heart, the belly, and down into the womb. So we're going to bring that breath awareness, that expansion, that life force energy up into the womb space, the 2nd chakra. Inhaling, feel the lower belly expand as you continue to bring the breath up to the crown of the head. And then just gently lift the womb space. Lift the ovaries. Soften the body. And then exhale, release. Releasing from the head, the heart, down the shoulders, and down the back. 2 more times. Inhaling, swelling the lower belly. At the end of your inhalation, just suspend the breath and lift the womb, lift the kidneys, lift the ovaries, lift the womb space, and then exhale. As you soften and as you release, feel the oxygen and the energy go out into the kidneys, out into the womb. One last time, very subtle. Inhaling, feel the belly swell, bring the breath up to the crown of the head. The end of your inhalation, a gentle lift of the kidneys, the ovaries, the reproductive womb space. and then gently exhale. Feel sensuality, creativity, the glowing amber and warmth in that lower belly, the second chakra, the element of winter, of water, of fluidity. Feeling grounded and creative, bring that energy and awareness up to the upper stomach. As you inhale, feel the upper stomach expand. Inhale even more up to the crown of the head. At the end of your full inhalation, gently lift the stomach. Kind of bring it back towards the ribs and back towards the spine. Suspend the breath, soften the body, and then exhale. Release the breath, release the lift. 2 more times. Very gentle, very soft with yourself. Inhale, swelling the belly, bringing the breath up to the crown of the head. At the end of your inhalation, lift the stomach, lift the solar plexus. This is your willpower. Soften the body as you suspend the breath, and then when you can't hold it any longer, exhale and allow the belly to release, digesting life with ease. Feel the yellow golden sunrise. Inhaling, feel that lift from the tailbone, the lower belly, upper stomach. Feel the upper stomach and bring the breath up to the heart, the throat, the third eye, the crown of the head. Suspend the breath, a very gentle lift. Soften and hold the breath. Soften the body, and then exhale, releasing from the head, the shoulders, the heart, the belly, the womb, and the tailbone. Now these lower 3 chakras, let's pause here. If you would like, you can place your hand on any area that you're feeling needs a little touch. So I'm actively touching with my right hand. And I'm open and receiving with my left hand in the flow mudra. So these lower 3 chakras really are our foundation, the major digestive system, the strength and the willpower to accomplish what it is you need to do, your passion. So we're going to bring all that energy and add love to it into the heart, right? We're in the month of love, February, loving ourselves first. So feel the loving feelings. Turn on that faucet. You are that love and feeling. Oh, that love and feeling. Bring back that love and feeling. Let it stay, stay, stay. Oh, boom, 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 boom. Find your rhythm. Find your rhythm. How do we flow? How do we move? How do we dance in this life? Connecting to that safety, that sensuality and creativity, that willpower and that strength. Bring all of that into the heart. Feeling the rhythm, feeling your breath. As you inhale, inhale from the roots, the core of Mother Earth, up from the base of the spine into the heart. Lift the heart, continue to bring the breath up to the crown of the head. Inhale as much as you can. As you lift the heart, drop the shoulders. Suspend the breath. Try to feel the rhythm of your heartbeat. And then gently exhale, releasing the mind, the churning thoughts, releasing the shoulders, releasing any samskaras, scars from past hurt of love. And as you release it, let it dump into the earth. Letting it recycle, letting it compost. So as you inhale, sip up that earth energy all the way up to the heart. Lift the heart, drop the shoulders, continue to inhale up to the crown of the head. Inhale as much as you can. Suspend the breath, soften the body, lift the heart. Feel your breast, your chest opening, honoring that life force. And then releasing the breath, relaxing down the spine. And the last time, very subtle, very intuitive, inhaling, sipping up through the spine, all the way up to the crown of the head. Lift the heart, drop the shoulders, relax your jaw. Suspend the breath and send love. Radiate green love, lush, out into every cell. As you exhale, feel it expand even more into your fluid systems, into your fascia, into your bone marrow. Just pause there for a moment, really connecting with this life force of the breath that we're using to energize our vital organs, to create balance with our emotional system. So swallowing, feel the healing waters of your essence, of your juju, of the moisture that's delicious and juicy. That is you. And as you swallow, feel it go all the way down to the tailbone, all the way down into the root system, grounding you. So inhale, sip up through the roots. Bring that inhalation all the way up the spine, up the mind, up to the crown of the head. At the end of your inhalation, grow your neck even farther. Suspend the breath, reach your chin forward and drop it down, bowing the chin to the chest. Relax your shoulders. The breath is suspended and softened. We're going to gently release the head back up and release the breath down the back of the spine, down into the core of the earth. Again, inhale, sipping up from the root system, all the way up through the spine, up to the crown of the head. Inhale as much as you can. Suspend the breath and drop the chin. Relax the shoulders as you hold the breath. Soften the body. And when you can't hold it any longer, release the head up and release the breath down, down the shoulders, down the spine, into the ground. One last time, inhaling very gently, very softly, bringing as much oxygen into your body temple as you can. When you reach your full inhalation, bow your chin, bowing down in as we open the ears, listening to the whisper of the soul, softening the body, and gently releasing the breath, lifting the head back up. Swallowing, honoring your vocal cords to speak your truth in a place that comes from being grounded, creative, powerful, sensual, and loving, so that as you hum, as you sing, you create a healing vibration that flows through your body cells, the water of life, bringing all of that energy up to the mind. Feel the ears drop. Smile with your forehead. Exhale, ground down to the core of the earth. And inhale, sipping up through the roots, bringing that breath and life force up through the spine. Drop your chin just slightly. Relax your shoulders as you inhale up to the mind. With the eyes closed, lift the eyeballs up to the forehead. Suspend the breath and feel your mind clearing as you hold the breath in the head. And when you cannot hold your breath any longer, Then release it. Feel it draining your thoughts, releasing down the body, down back into the core of the earth. Inhaling up through the root system, all the way up to the crown of the head, clearing the mind. Suspend the breath. As you soften and hold the body, feel the mind expand with light. And then exhale, releasing like a waterfall of relaxation, moving down the base of the skull, down the spine, and into the tailbone and into the earth. Last time, full inhalation, very gentle, very subtle, bringing as much oxygen as you can up into the mind. Suspend the breath. Feel this lift of all the chakras. Feel the expansion in the mind. And then exhale, release. A wave of relaxation moving through and down the body, back into the core of the earth. And here we go, a divine alignment. Grounded to Mother Earth, using that core energy to come up into the spine and align up to the heavens. Lifted. Bowing the chin, inhale as much as you can. Suspend the breath. Soften the body. Hold it and align. And when you're ready, exhale. Releasing the mind, releasing down the back of the skull, down the spine, and through the tailbone to the earth. 2 more times. Full inhalation. Suspend the breath, soften the body, and align. Align with the divine source that you are. And then gently exhale, releasing the mind, releasing the weight of the world on the shoulders, releasing the heart, releasing the digestive system, the womb, the hips, the foundation. Letting go of the structure. Last time, inhaling all the way up. At your full inhalation, gently soften and suspend the breath as you relax the body. And then exhale, releasing. Feel this renewed vitality within your body structure, knowing that within the structure and form, there is fluidity, there is movement. So we'll bring our feet into Baddha Konasana, the soles of the feet touching. Bringing our hands back to our heart center, just honoring this life force, this energy, and this vitality that we've created. And we're going to circulate and move that energy, bringing the hands back to the knees, below the knees, wherever's comfortable for you. We're going to inhale, lift the spine, and reach the heart forward, lifting the chin. And when you get to this tipping point, bow the chin into the chest. Push through your arms to push your belly button, push your solar plexus, push your heart back to the spine. Push the chin into the chest, rounding back, and then inhale back up. Exhaling forward, rounding, dropping the chin to the chest, pushing through the arms. This adds pressure onto the inner part of the thigh, which is the bladder, and inhale back up. Exhale forward, bringing the hands this time to the inside of the ankles. Let the thumbs come into the foot, let the feet wrap around. And just bowing here, pausing for a moment. Wherever's comfortable for you, you can still be lifted. You can be in a medium bow, or you can bow all the way down. Listen to your body. As you're bowing down into Baddha Konasana. Baddha Konasana, the affirmation is safe and secure. Within myself, I accept, whatever is. Breathing here, opening the back side of the spine. Remembering a flexible spine is a flexible mind. On your next inhalation, gently round the chin in and bring the spine back up. Take and rotate your wrist a couple of times in each direction. So you have meridian channels that gather in the wrist. This is in Oriental medicine. They'll take your pulse here before treating you with acupuncture. So we're applying some acupressure to tone and regulate the rhythm of our body and the kidneys, the bladder, which is our reproductive creativity. So we're just going to lift the legs up slightly, slide the hands underneath. So as you release the legs down, that pressure of the outer ankle is pressing on the inner wrist. Inhale, lift the heart here. And you can stay straight with your spine lifted, or you can round down. Listen to the pressure that you feel in your wrist. Reaffirm the affirmation, safe and secure within myself. I accept whatever is. Breathing into that. And when you're ready, just releasing the wrist, bringing the spine up back to a neutral position, kind of butterfly flutter the legs. And we're going to take a look at the legs here. Take your hands and place them on the inside of your groin. We call this a knife edge. So by massaging the inside of the groin going down, it opens the lymph system. Then we're going to take and turn the hands, rotate the palms down, leaning forward, just kind of press, knead, and grab. The goal is to wrap the fingers around so they're reaching that under channel, which is the bladder meridian channel. So you're squeezing, pressing, kneading. When you get to the knees, rotate your hands out and let the thumbs come to the back of the knees. Give that a little pressure. You can squeeze with your hands and then press down the calf. This is the bladder meridian channel. Pressing down into the outer ankles, go around the inside and the outer part of the ankle, letting the thumbs slide back into the kidney point, which is located right here in the center of the foot. Walking barefoot in the grass in the morning dew is very nourishing for that kidney point. And then just come out and sweep out the toes. We're going to bring the legs up and in so that we can go up the outside. So the outside is our yang meridian channel. The inside of the body is the yin. So coming from the out, we're going to go out through the hips, and then we're going to come right into the kidneys, giving them a little lift, a little jiggle, releasing any anxiety, worry, doubt, fear, whatever's coming up for you. We're going to shake it up a little bit, and then just take and turn your palms out. This releases the fear. Feel it flooding out the body. And the legs can be in any position that's comfortable for you. Once you've released that, we're going to take and turn the palms back. Take a nice deep breath into the kidneys, into the bladder, turning the fear into faith. Trusting that everything is in divine order, divine timing. Everyone in your life is your teacher, your Buddha, your mentor, and all of the experiences are your lessons. So we're going to, again, let the hands slide down around the hips into the growing area, letting the legs open. And we're going to pause there with the hands up, just kind of dumping that energy out. So I'd like to get into some fluid movements. So we're going to bring ourselves upright. So using your hands to support your body, whatever works for you, bringing yourself into a standing position. If you've had a blanket underneath you, you might want to move that. Make sure everybody can see clearly. So from this standing position, feel grounded. Shift your weight to your right foot, shift your weight to your left foot, just rocking the weight side to side, slightly bending the knees, letting the hands touch the body. Grounding down through the feet, rocking now, lifting the toes up, rocking onto the pads, lifting the heels, finding your balance. And then grounding down, sinking where you're at. Feel the magnetic core of Mother Earth beneath you, magnetizing you down. Shoot energy arrows out through your feet and just gently tuck the pelvis, tuck the tailbone under as you lift the lower belly. So from the hips down, we're grounded down to the core of the earth. Belly is nice and soft and round. Big Buddha belly is best, right? From the last rib, the floating ribs, up to the heaven. Feel this, shoulders are back and down and lifted. The heart is lifted, but the shoulders drop down. From that rib, feel as though you're a puppet on a string, lifted to the heavens. Opening the palms out in front of you, silently affirm, I stand ready to obey thy least command. And this is the command of your own inner voice, honoring what you're feeling in this moment, in this space. If you're not feeling like standing up, sit down. Just being in the energy, being in the breath, being in the affirmations creates that healing energy. So grounded to the core of the earth, lifted to the heavens, with the heart lifted, the shoulders relaxed, feel your lioness energy. And begin to rock your arms forward up to shoulder height as you bend the knees. And then inhale, straighten the knees, bring the arms a little back behind the midline. Exhale, bend the knees, bring the hands to shoulder height. Inhale, come back down. Feel as though you're on a hydraulic chair, a lift. So you're coming into that chair pose, and then you're releasing back down. Find your chair, and we're going to hold there. Pause, relax the shoulders, keep the heart lifted. Feel as though you have bowls of water in your hands. And if any time you need to come back up, please do so. This is chair pose, Uttanasana. It's very powerful for lifting that breath energy that we've created. We're going to gently lift the heels if that works for you and create a balanced pose. If not, stay here. If it works for you to go a little lower, go lower. If not, come back up. Listen to your knees. Honor what you're feeling in your body. So from this position, whether you're in a balanced or whether you're grounded, silently affirm, my body is no burden. Light as a feather, I move through life. And then releasing as you come up, bring the arms down, rotating the wrist and rotating the ankle, right? Grab onto a chair if you need to stay balanced. You can also take your right hand and hold your left wrist, which is a very balancing thing to do as you rotate that right ankle. And then give it a little shake the leg out. We'll shift the weight to the opposite leg, holding the wrist, and then rotating the ankle in both directions. And then as you release the foot, bring the feet a little closer together, not quite touching. It's a little bit of space, but still inside the hip. We're creating a tree trunk, a stalk, a foundation, right? Bring your hands together in Anjali Mudra. Think about the beginning of our session as we opened to bless every cell of our body. Think about that energy and that flow of the winter element. Bringing your wish for healing into your breath. And as you exhale, send it into your palms. Creating that wish for vitality and wellness. we'll swim with this through our body. It's called the swimming dragon. So we'll take the hands over to the left as the hips come to the right, and just do a little figure 8. Let the hands dip down, and mine are coming out, but they could stay close in if you have shoulder issues. And then reverse. As you drop and dip the hands in the upper body to the right, the hips come to the left. Swimming in this landscape. Swimming with the dragon, the duality, the opposites. So you can swim side to side. You can dive down low and swim around the ankles. Ankles represent our sexuality, our kidney energy, and then swimming up the calves, perhaps the knees, swimming side to side, diving down in, and reaching up, swimming through the heart energy, swimming through the throat, swimming through the third eye, and reaching up to the crown of the head, swimming up above you, opening to the divine wisdom, aligning. Let your movements flow with your breath. If you move from the inside out, connected with your breath, you'll never injure your body. The fluid water elements of winter open and flow, and know that that divine flow, spirit, flows through you, in you, as you. So notice where your tension is in your body and swim there. Swim the energy. Perhaps it's the stomach, difficulty digesting life around you. As we swim, we clear the energy of the outer aura, the outer environment, and we create fluidity, softness, balance in the inner environment. So pause like we did in the beginning. Just bring your hands to that area of your body where you feel tension. Breathing into that area. Now we're going to widen our legs. A little wider than shoulder width, whatever's comfortable for you. And you can turn the toes out a little bit if you wish. You don't want them turned in. They can be parallel pointing out, or they can be a little bit outward, whatever's comfortable for you. We're going to gently bend the knees. And as you inhale, lift your palms out to your side. We're going to, if you have shoulder injuries, you probably want to stop here. If not, continue to come up to your shoulder height. Reach your palms up and drop your fingertips down, and then rotate like you're opening up a doorknob, twisting. Now, as we're opening this doorknob, we're going to reach to one side and then the other. So you'll feel this opening in the sideline of the body as you're warming up the heart, the shoulders, the lungs, reaching and grabbing there. Come back to center, palms up, and inhale all the way up to the heavens. Really reach your heart forward, reach your gaze up, and perhaps your hands touch or not. It's up to you. If your palms can touch, bring them down into the crown of your head like a steeple on your temple. Breathing here, feel all of those chakras lifting. And as you exhale, melt your hands down your face, your temples, your ears, your throat. Pause to inhale wherever you are. As you exhale, continue to melt down the body, the chest, the breast. And here we're going to lemniscate, swimming side to side with the hands on the body, pushing the ribs to the middle, moving the hands down the body, down the hips. Now at the hips, we're going to pause and bring the hands back to those kidneys. Gently bow forward at the waist with the hands on the kidneys. And as you continue to round the upper torso, let the hands come down the buttocks, the thighs, down the back of the thighs, down the back of the knees. You can bend here if you need to, down, or you can keep your legs straight. It's completely up to you. Down the outer side of the calves, the outer side of the ankles, down the feet from the pinky to the big toe, and then up the inner arch, up the inner ankle, up the inner thighs, up the lymph system of the groin, into the belly. We're going to go clockwise on your belly. Massaging the belly in a clockwise direction, setting or resetting that rhythm of digestion. Pausing there for a moment. Let's come up the inside of the ribs and the inside of the groin, the chest and the breast. We'll bring our right hand up and bring right hand up. Bring the left hand underneath, really grabbing the scapula, grabbing the inner underarm, the lymph system there. You can pull the shoulder back as you bring the hand forward, which creates this twist of energy coming down the sideline of the body. And we'll switch, bringing the right hand underneath the armpit, grabbing the scapula, bringing the shoulder back as you bring the ribs forward, creating an opening in the sideline of the body. Releasing that down, rotate the shoulders up, back, down, and around. And you'll notice how my whole body is moving here, the fluid element of water for the winter, allowing the inhalation to lift you and the exhalation to round you down. Noticing where your hands are in your body and where do they want to flow as you fold forward and inhale up. So let's do that together. And notice your stance. If you need to adjust your stance, please do so now. Bringing your hands together at that Anjali Mudra, touching into the rhythm of your heart. Do you need to speed it up this morning? Do you need to slow it down? Listen to your body. Inhale, bringing the hands up to the third eye, connecting the mind with the breath. Inhaling up completely to the crown of the head, and exhale, melt down. Pausing to inhale. Exhale, continue to melt away the mask, the tension in the neck, the jaw, the throat, the shoulders, wherever you are. Pause to inhale. And as you exhale, continue to float down the chest, the breast, the stomach. Will come back to the kidneys, and exhale, folding forward, down the back side of the body, all the way down to the ankles, the toes, up the inside of the body, up the lymph system. This time I'd like you to cross your arms as you come up and hold on to each side of the neck. The thumbs come up towards the ear, and your hands are down, your elbows are down. So as your elbows come down, lift the head up and back and open and close the jaw 3 times, flowing with your breath. Inhale, lift the elbows, and then exhale, release the elbows. Let the hands come down the clavicle, the scapula, and then grab a hold of the shoulders. Squeeze, press, and knead. So you're squeezing and pressing the outer arm, but the inner underarm is squeezing the ribs as you come down. When you get to the elbows, bring the elbows up and out a little bit, and we're going to pull in opposite directions till you get to the wrist. Rotate your wrist a little bit, your shoulders a little bit, and then palms together. Flick out that energy. So we'll do a little linguini, right? Imagine that there's a boiling pot of water beneath you, and feel the warmth of the steam rising, rotating the toes, the ankles. Feel the ankles melting. Feel the legs flowing. Cooked linguini is very flexible and stretchy, right? Let that linguini wave up the body. And let this be organic. Whatever movement feels right to you. Really swimming in that energy. Melting away the structure, the form, the rigidity of holding, and just going with the flow. Let go, let God. Okay? Let that spirit guide you and flow through you. Bringing those big movements back to that softer movement, bringing the feet closer together, bringing the palms together, bowing down in gratitude. We'll come down to the earth, coming down onto your sit bones, knees bent. So those of you that joined a little late, I asked for you to have a scarf or a hand towel. I've noticed a lot of clients coming in and through phone consultations, really neck and shoulder issues, right? Because we're carrying the weight of the world on our shoulders. So if you can take a scarf or a hand towel and just drape it around your shoulders, we're gonna just kind of grab onto both sides of that. And we're just gonna pull the towel or the scarf forward as we lean back a little bit. And then release that, come forward and move it up a little bit on the neck. Bring the hands together, lean back and lift up. You can open and close your jaw here, releasing, right? Releasing the neck, the towel, moving up to the base of the skull. And then bring your hands kind of up and tilt the head back and get some traction here. The hands are moving up, the head is dropping back. Feel that lift at the base of the skull. You can come up into the ears. You can come up into the base of the skull, drop the shoulders, lift the head, pull the hands forward. Working your way up the skull, again opening, closing the ears, and then I like to just seal the deal by bringing it down to the crown of the head, wrapping it around the temples a little bit. So we're going to bring it back around our neck like we're wearing it. So that's a lift, it's an extension. You should all be like giraffes right now with a longer neck. But there's this connection into the clavicle. This is the vagus nerve. All of this tension here in the neck, the clavicle, the shoulders is regulated by the kidneys, right? And the adrenals that sit on top of the kidneys. I like to see the adrenals as this little pressure cooker tab that comes up. Can we get fearful? Think of the word and the feeling of faith, and it allows them to drop back in. So taking your scarf, we're going to bring the right down across that clavicle and low in the base of the neck, right? Where the neck comes in, the cervical meets the thoracic, kind of in that area. And then with the left hand, we're going to come up to that ridge, up beneath the ear, and we're going to twist in opposite directions. So first I'm going to twist with the right hand, twisting and moving, releasing the right clavicle down and towards your left. Then your left hand is going to come up and lift up the base of the skull, the base of that left ear, and your focus, your drishti, is on that left hand. Breathe and feel that gentle twist. You can move your head a little bit if it feels good to you. Only do what feels good and right for you. And then we'll release that. Move the head a little bit, move the shoulders a little bit. Feel a little bit of looseness there. And we'll do the other side. So with the left hand, we're going to go down across that clavicle and the lower neck. The right hand, so depending on where your neck pain is, and kind of think of who's being a pain in the neck. Make that connection. You can take that right hand and go up the neck, right? Gradually going up the vertebrae, up the side of the neck, and releasing till you get to that ridge line. Again, drop the shoulder as you lift the skull, looking at that right hand, and release whoever's being a pain in your neck. Send them love. Release any tension around that. And then exhale, release back down. So another good thing is just to shimmy, right? To take your scarf, your towel. This is good to do after you're getting out of the shower, right? To shimmy the sides of the neck. You can shimmy down the body, right? All the way to the kidneys. And then we'll just release that. Now, notice your energy, right? Did it stir up even more tension? If so, rub your hands together and place your hands there to kind of love yourself. Breathe into yourself. Honor yourself. And releasing that, we're going to come onto our back. So if you have a blanket and you want a little bit of padding, please grab that now. I like a blanket for shoulder work, bridge work, to have the top edge of the blanket align with the top of the shoulders so that the head dips back just slightly. And again, you don't have to have a blanket. I just like all the comforts I can possibly have to help me relax more. So coming onto your back with your knees bent, hands down by your sides, we're just going to do a little pelvic tilt. As you rock and drop the pelvis forward, all that comes off of the mat are your kidneys, your lower back. Breathe into that womb space. And as you exhale, push the belly button to the spine, flatten the back into the mat, and even push through your feet a little bit. Lift your head up to lengthen the cervical vertebrae and set it back down. Again, inhale, tilt the pelvis forward, breathe into the kidneys and the womb. Exhale, flatten the belly button to the spine. Feel that flattened energy go all the way up through the crown of the head. Last time, inhale, tilt the pelvis forward, lifting the kidneys, breathing into the womb, and then exhale, compress the belly button to the spine. Feel that energy go all the way up to the crown of the head. With the hands down by your side, we're just going to gently tuck the pelvis and lift the hips. Pause to inhale. And as you exhale, continue to lift one vertebrae at a time. Very slowly, fluid movement. Pause where you're at to inhale. Lengthen the spine. Exhale, continue to flow and lift, coming up into your bridge. Walk your shoulders down. Perhaps you clasp your hands beneath you or not. It's up to you. Think of lifting your heart, even pushing through your elbows to lift your upper back up off of the mat slightly. Gentle pressure in the base of the skull, and you want to have a space underneath your chin. Silently affirm, I offer every thought as a bridge to divine grace. Inhale, lift and rise, and then exhale, keep the hips up. And collapse the chest. If you have your hands beneath you, widen them back out. Pause to inhale and continue to roll down one vertebrae at a time. Pause to inhale wherever you're at, and then exhale. Continue to lower all the way down, releasing the tailbone last. So we're going to bring our hands out to our sides a little bit to anchor us. If you've got shoulder issues, your arms are kind of in a V. If you don't have any shoulder issues, you can come all the way out to your shoulder height and feel the palms down as suction cups. And we're going to bring the right knee in and the left knee in. And just rock them side to side, opening the spine a little bit on each side. Bring the forehead, the head up to the knees, and then exhale, release the head back down. Open and close your jaw. Take a nice deep inhalation as you pull the shoulders down, lift the heart. And as you exhale, drop the knees over to the left. Feel that twist in the body. Pause there. Take and turn your palms up. This opens and releases any stagnation in the heart or the lungs. And you can pump your fingers into your palms, make a fist and release it. You can rotate your wrist here. We're going to inhale, lift the head. Exhale, turn and look the opposite direction of your knees. Taking a nice deep breath here, think of opening the space between the floating rib and the hip. Push the hip down and towards the knees to open that space. And if you're comfortable and you want to take this to the next level, you can lengthen out your right leg and let it be straight. Or not. You could keep it stacked. It's completely up to you. Pausing here, silently affirm, I open to the divine life force, the spiritual energy that flows through me, in me, as me. Reaching in opposite directions, really pushing, reaching, breathing. And as you exhale, first bring the belly button towards the spine and stack the knees. Inhale and get ready to bring the knees up by pressing the belly button into the spine, pushing through that left arm, bringing your knees back up, and we'll give ourselves a little hug here. I like to hold on beneath each knee. So the palm is on the outside and the fingers wrap around the inside, right below the kneecap. You have a stomach and gallbladder, meridian channels and major points there. And also just pressing beneath the kneecap or pressing above the kneecap opens the knees and the energy in the knees. So since we're here in a little Atsu Yoga, go ahead and compress all the way down the shins, down the shin bones to the ankles. And you can widen your legs to reach that if you need to. Just a little acupressure for yourself. Bringing the knees back together and bring the hands back down to your sides in a comfortable position for you. Inhale, lengthen. We're going to bring the head up to lengthen the cervical vertebrae. Release the head back down on an exhale. Inhale, lengthen the spine, drop your shoulders. As you exhale, release the knees in the opposite direction, over to the right perhaps. Drop that hip down, opening the space from the floating rib to the hip bone. Take and turn the palms up and release the head. You can inhale, lift it, exhale, release it over to the left. So you're looking the opposite direction of your knees. Taking a nice deep breath here, opening the hips. If you'd like to take it to the next level, you can extend that foot out, keeping it engaged, or letting it touch down and releasing it. Breathing, silently affirm, I open to the divine flow of energy, the prana shakti that flows through me, in me, as me. Nice deep breath here, reaching in opposite directions, reaching through the left foot, the left hand. And then as you exhale, bend the knee, stack them together, bring the palms down. On your next inhalation, bring the belly button to the spine as you push the knees back up, bringing the hands back to the knees to compress. This compresses the digestive stomach, the digestive system, but it also opens up the bladder, which runs through the back of the hips and the back of the thighs. And then just release your feet back to the earth. We're going to prepare for Shavasana, deep relaxation. So if you've got a pillow, place a pillow underneath your head or a bolster underneath your knees to relax. Take and turn your palms up, stretching the body, the heels out away from the head. And then just flex and point your toes. Give yourself a little shuffle on your heels. Just pumping that spinal fluid up into the brain stem. Then bringing the shuffle to a stillness. Releasing, letting the legs open, the feet relax out. Feel the magnetic core of Mother Earth beneath you, magnetizing your body down to the ground. Feel the deep support and nurturing of Mother Earth beneath you. Bring your breath awareness into the lotus flower of your feet. As you inhale, feel the feet expand with your breath. And as you exhale, feel a wave of relaxation move up the ankles, up the legs, up the thighs. Breathing into your belly, feel as you inhale, feel it swell. And as you exhale, feel the belly release and relax. Bringing the breath awareness up to the heart. As you inhale, feel the heart rise to the surface of the body. As you exhale, feel a wave of relaxation, releasing the shoulders, down the arms, and out through the palms of the hands. Turning your palms up, open. Breathing into the base of the skull. Feel the mind expand as you inhale. As you exhale, feel the brain shrink away from the skull, floating in the fluid of the mind. Feel the eyes relax back into deep pools of liquid relaxation. Ears open, jaw soft. Deep peace of the running waters through you. Deep peace of the flowing air on you and in you. Deep peace of the shining stars above you. Moon and sun pour their healing light into you. Deep peace. Feel the clearing of every shadow of unwillingness and fear, doubt, being released from the body. Feeling safe, feeling beautiful, feeling your strength, your confidence, your love. When one has truly learned to love, one has learned to say yes to all that is. Feeling your truth in the healing waters of your body. Feeling the Om, the union of the mind with your body, with your rhythm. Feeling the divine alignment, one with all that is, nature, everyone here in this space, creating vitality together, and all of your loved ones, your enemies, your friends, your relatives, those that you know, those that you don't know. They are you. We all want the same thing, inner peace, inner well-being. Joyfully seeking love in all that we do. Gently wiggling your toes and your fingers, rotating your ankles, your wrist, shifting your head side to side, bringing your knees into your chest, honoring yourself for taking the time to mindfully move, rolling onto your right side. Silently affirm, my body cells dance with divine vitality. I am well, I am strong, I am empowered. As you bring yourself to an upright seated position, feel a flowing river of boundless energy and power lifting you to that seated upright position. Bringing your hands together at your heart center in Anjali Mudra, a prayer of what is right for you. May we be strengthened by the infinite power that banishes darkness of disease and is forever foreign to the light within. As we turn that light on and we ignite the flame within us, allow it to attract the moths, the vibe tribe, the community that we need to radiate at a higher level of consciousness. The union with those across the waters, across the states, across the country, across the veil to the other side. Silently affirm, my body cells dance with divine vitality. I am well, I am strong, I am a flowing river of boundless power and energy. And so it is. Om peace. Amen. Alalaho. May all beings, without one exception, have happiness and the causes of happiness. Rubbing your hands together to create some healing energy, we'll close with 3 Oms. Take a nice deep inhalation through the nose, and as you exhale, bring your hands to your chest. Inhaling deeply through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. Inhaling deeply to chant Om. Inhaling, bringing your left hand to your heart, your right hand out to your friends and loved ones. Exhale through the mouth. Deep inhalation to chant Om. Bringing both hands out to all inhabitants of the earth and the universe. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. Deep inhalation to chant Om. Hands in Anjali Mudra. The light in me is honored and grows stronger and brighter because of the light in you. Bowing, namaste. Blessings to you, to your loved ones. Thank you so much for being here with me and Maverick on the homestead.